Hey guys, what's going on out there? How are you? So now, got some really cool news I want to share with you. And as you can see, I've kind of changed my banner thing here to something kind of special. At least it's special for me. And if you can't really see what it is, let's just look right here next to me, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is our new comic book. I am super excited about this book. This comic has actually gone from story to story to story, and quite honestly, I think went through four different stories, like four different plot. Just everything was different. Everything changed. So the book that's actually coming out this week, Wednesday, or possibly Thursday, because today is a holiday. Not exactly sure, but the the book and the story that you're physically going to see when it comes out this week is not the one that we actually first intended it to be. Kind of crazy. So it didn't take 4 or 5 years to create the story. No, 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 nothing like that. It's just there were so many different people kind of chiming in, and which I think is great. I love the collaborative work environment. I think it's great because you just kind of bounce ideas off each other, and that's kind of what happened. And then finally, I'm just like, you know what? Why don't we just try this one? And then everyone just kind of seemed to like it. We all kind of pitched in a little bit, and we just kind of all went for it. So I'm very, very excited about this next issue, which, as you can see, it's called Stanley and the Forgotten Forest. It's a very fun, all ages issue, just like our first book. And I really hope you guys go to your local comic shop and you go pick one up. Maybe some of you have already, I think it was a couple last month. I think maybe some of you in previews have already pre-ordered it, so that's awesome. Um, so when you guys get it, you have to let me know what you think, please. I'm really just kind of itching. This is the first issue where I'm introducing a villain, and let's say more of a bad guy versus a villain per se. Villain is a little bit different in my eyes because a villain is somebody that's more, you can never get rid of. You can never, I mean, just everything about them is just bad. Well, this young lady, I use that very loosely, that we're introducing, definitely, she may have nicer tendencies, but I just can't see her being a villain necessarily. Uh, so, anyway, I hope you guys go and check this book out. Um, I'm really excited that this book is also coming out through my friends Storm Kids or Storm King Comics, through Sandy Carpenter. She has a wonderful array. First of all, she's worked on so much stuff. She's worked on movies, and now she has her own comic book company, and she's done like Asylum. She's done Halloween Horror Nights. I don't think that's right because I think that's Universal's thing. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she has a wonderful array of books that she's worked on, that she's created with a great amount of people, a great team that she works with. I'm also very honored to say that I'm also now part of the Storm Kids um, family, if you will. And this is the book that I actually have. So I'm doing more of a kids book. If you know Sandy Carpenter, you know John Carpenter, you guys know for sure that they're very horror esque. So very spooky, not even spooky. I don't even want to say gory, but if you've ever seen Halloween, like the original Halloween, if you ever seen The Fog, The Thing, Christine, John Carpenter directed Christine. I mean, if you ever seen those movies, it's his wife. And she's also produced a number of movies, and again, all in the horror. And I got to work with them a long time ago when she was first starting her company, her Storm King Comics. So I first got to work with her, and then she found out, she knew that I actually had my own characters, and I was really putting them out there. I wanted to do something with the animation with them, but it's really difficult. So another avenue that I took was also to create comic books. And she's like, "Well, do you want to come and make comics with us?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." So here we are. So this is our second issue. I'm very, very stoked about, which is coming out, like I said, this week, Wednesday or Thursday. It just depends on, I'm not sure because today's a holiday. It might come out on Thursday. I'm not sure. But I hope you guys go and pick up this book. It's an amazing, wonderful book. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And again, this is an all ages book. As you can tell by the cover here, it is not a scary issue, not like that. So it's just all around fun for the whole family. I'm very, very honored to have worked with Paul Story. Paul is an amazing, he is an amazing writer. He really is. And he's worked on a lot of stuff for DC, like the Gotham Girls, I think it's called, the miniseries. And he's worked on a number of others I just can't think of. Dave Alvarez. Um, his cartooning, his art style is just off the rack. I mean, it's just off the wall. I mean, look at it. I mean, he did the cover, he did the whole entire inside. So the cover that you see here, the artwork is the same artwork that's on the inside. Now that's really rare in comics, that's for sure. Um, so working with him was just absolutely fun. His style is just, you can just tell him like, well, I'm looking to do this, and boom, it's like he can read your mind and he just puts it on the page. It puts it in every single panel. It's awesome. Working with Janice Chiang, oh my God. This young lady, I swear to God, now she's been in the comic industry for over 40 years, and she's a letterer, and I will tell you what, she makes lettering the art that it is. I kid you not. She does a lot of stuff, of course, with Storm King Comics. She's full-time there, but she also does some stuff with, she's done a ton of stuff with Marvel, tons of stuff with DC. So she's done it, for a few years. She was also one of the first women in comic books. Dude, how cool is that? And she couldn't be the sweetest person. I mean, oh my gosh, she really is the sweetest person that you're ever going to meet. If you ever see her at a convention, you gotta go get stuff signed. Look in your comic book, seriously. Look anywhere from like the 70s up until now. Quite literally, 70s? Yeah, 70s up till now, literally you'll probably see her name as letterer, Janice Chiang. Grab those books, go and get them signed. They're absolutely fantastic. There's this other guy, Jeff Balke. He created the story, created the characters, did some of the writing, and also the colorist dude. He's all right. But this team that I put together, I am very honored to have worked with. Next year, the next issue, it's going to change a little bit, but I'm very honored to have worked with these guys through 2 books, a pandemic and 2 books. So I hope you guys go and pick up this book and enjoy it. It really is a fun book for everybody to enjoy. Anybody from the year 1 all the way up to 101 and then some. So thank you guys again for listening to me rant here. This is my comic talk. I think I'm gonna do this every so often. I think these are kind of fun to do. So once we have a new comic coming out, I kind of want to talk about them. And there's a question that I did get a couple of different times, like, well, Jeff, why are you only doing Halloween comics? It's like the spooky. Well, the reason for that is because honestly, with going through Storm King, and like I said, Sandy Carpenter, she's kind of like the queen of horror, I guess, if you want to call her like that. But she directs, she's produced a lot of horror movies, a lot of scary movies, and that's kind of their brand. And all of their comic books are also horror. So that's the brand that they have, but they wanted to hit the niche of the younger generation. So that's why I'm here. So kind of hitting the younger generation. So all the books that we have coming up through Storm Kids right now, anyway, hopefully I can, talk her into doing more, are all going to be like the spooky, the Halloween themed books, all coming out September, October. So that's just for right now. I am planning on, honestly, I'm really planning on doing my own mini series coming out of Stanley and Friends, and where each character has their own issue. So you can kind of get to know the characters just a little bit more. Just kind of get, kind of go, oh my God, I love Stanley. Oh my God, I love Chester, or whomever the character your favorite is. Seeing them in a print is great. However, I think more people, myself included, want to kind of see more of a story to them. So that's my goal. That's what I'm planning on doing. And I'm going to start writing that. Believe it or not, I've already kind of started jotting down some notes for a mini series that I want to bring out for next year. But on that note, what I am extremely excited about is that I'm going to have my first writer's debut as an actual writer of a comic. Yeah, believe it or not, a lot of you guys know me as the colorist, but now I'm going to be actually debuting as a writer. And it's going to be on the 3rd issue featuring Stanley with Storm Kids. So I'm really super excited about this. It's my first, so I'll be coloring the book. I'll be writing the book, I'll be doing the story as well. So it's a debut all around for a lot of things, mainly the writing and the story. Coloring I've been doing for many years, so that debut is come and gone. So, but that'll come out next year, next like Halloween-ish time. I'm already writing my notes for that as well. Lots of writing I'm doing, but that's what I want. I just want really great and fun stories. That's why I picked Paul's story with the first 2 issues. Paul is actually moving on. He's going to be doing his own thing. So I decided to kind of take it upon myself to write the next story, which I'm kind of excited about because I've never done it before. So I have some really cool, fun things, storylines that I can't wait to get out there to you guys. So I'm just going to keep on rambling, but just to let you know that coming out this Wednesday, the 7th, I believe, actually comes out the new issue of Stanley and Friends called Stanley and the Forgotten Forest, coming out through Storm King Comics or Storm Kids. So I hope you guys go and pick up that book. It is a great, fun book. And of course, whenever you see me at a show or you see anybody who's worked on the book at a show or convention, don't forget to bring the book. We're more than happy to sign it. I don't charge. I don't think anyone else charges. No, actually, no one does. Nobody charges for signatures. We are just extremely happy you went out, you bought the book, and you're supporting us. So, of course, you bring it up to us, and we are going to sign it for you. No problem. Will I have any copies of the issue? Yes. When? Don't know. I should hopefully get them within the next week or 2. I got to wait till they come out, and then hopefully I'll start getting my copies coming in. And then you can also buy them from my website, which I will put right here. At bulkystudiosart.com. So you can actually go and pick out your book. You can go buy the book from me, which of course I'll already have it signed. I'll sign it for you. And yeah. So that's where we sit, guys. I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for all your support, liking, caring, sharing, and all that stuff. Please keep it up. I'm really looking to grow Facebook and, of course, their YouTube channel. YouTube channel is going to change a little bit because coming up September 20th starts the new season of Coloring with Jeff. So I'm kind of looking forward to this because I'm going to try to invite people to come on if I can. I'm only one person. It's kind of hard to be over here, but I got to be all the way behind me, over my shoulder, actually right behind where the book is where I color. So that's roughly about 10, 15 feet away. So it's kind of hard to go back and forth and color, and it's just, yeah, but I'll figure it out. But that's September 20th, so that's only coming up in just, 15 days? The new series of Coloring with Jeff. But again, like I said, this Wednesday, go to your local comic shop and go and pick up the new issue of Stanley and Friends called Stanley and the Forgotten Forest. I hope you guys enjoy the book. And oh, by the way, if you're going to pick it up and you're going to be at the DuPage MightyCon Comic Con coming up this Saturday, bring the book by. I'm more than happy to sign it for you guys. So thank you again, guys, for everything. I really appreciate it. This is the first comic talk, so that hopefully in the future, I'm going to keep these going. Like I said, these are kind of fun. You know, I kind of like the whole border thing and putting stuff up there, and just kind of fun. It's kind of neat. So anyways, thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you guys at an upcoming show. Take care, guys.